What dark secret are you hiding from everyone? The only person in my life who knows this story is my husband. When I was 8, I was desperate to be liked by the older boys on the street. I was the youngest boy, other than a baby or two, on the block, so I rarely had any boys to play with. When I was noticed by an older boy, 19, a senior in high school, I was thrilled. He, call him Mike, saw me riding my bike up and down the street one day while he was outside playing basketball with a friend of his, who I will call Sean. Together, they stopped me and talked to me about school, about my bike, and other random crap. Then, Mike invited me inside for a Coke. Since my parents didn't keep soda in the house often, this was a treat. Once inside, my can of Coke in my hand, Mike and Sean started turning the conversation to things I didn't understand. I don't remember exactly what they talked about, but I do remember a lot of questions about my body, my pee-pee, whether I got erections, and if I had ever seen an older boy's pee-pee. This turned into them taking their pants off and urging me to do the same. I didn't want to, but Mike knew I was an insecure little kid. He turned on the manipulation. "Oh well, I thought you were cool, Faustus." "I guess not. I don't talk to boys who aren't cool." That kind of crap. I did what they asked from that point on, afraid to be uncool and not have older boys to talk to anymore. That day, all they made me do was touch them. But, for months afterward, until Mike went away to college, I was used by them. Most often, it was just Mike. About half the time, though, Sean was involved. He seemed less gung-ho about roping me than Mike did. Without going into details, if you can imagine something intimate a 19-year-old could do to an 8-year-old, he did it to me. The weirdest part about it all was, though I hated it when it was happening, I missed it when it was over. I felt special when Mike would invite me into his house, when he left for college, and when Sean completely ignored me after Mike was gone. I felt lonely and unwanted again. I never told my parents. To this day, more than 30 years after the fact, they don't know that it happened. Mike and Sean never faced any sort of repercussions for what they did to me. Though, in a small bit of justice, Mike did end up going to prison about 10 years ago for doing the same thing to another boy. There are probably more than just that boy and me, but at least he finally got caught for hurting someone.